One-off calls are a treadmill. You are only good as the next month's phone is ringing. Contracts are the business. Here's the preventing maintenance agreement that schedules and bills itself. So commercial revenue is recurring. Quarterly filter changes across 40 sites, a dozen units each. That's hundreds of visits a year to plan every single thing, perform and build. Doing it on a spreadsheet or a software that is not built for commercial HVAC, you will miss one and you've handed your renewal to a competitor and the contract has to run itself. So what I mean by that is there are three important things to an service agreement when it comes to commercial and mechanical HVAC. So first one is, in a software you should be able to make these agreements on the system where you are able to set that when do they start, when do they end, what tier of those agreements are in. The second important thing is when they are about to expire, there is some automation which helps you auto renew them directly. And the third thing is you need a system which lets you help schedule these maintenance visits across your schedule before the SLA deadline passes, and that's where FieldCamp's AI dispatcher is also a bonus. But in this video, I want to focus on the first two, where let's say here's a service agreement for Beacon Tower. Now, let me walk you through the anatomy. So the coverage tier for this agreement is gold, and scope, which sites over here. Now, if you want to see, because how your commercial HVAC business operates, it's very difficult and very different, where you have service agreements, but these service agreements belong to a specific sites or a specific equipment. So you can model those relationships in FieldCamp. So over here, I know that, hey, this agreement is specifically for this site, and there are access notes, there is square footage, every single thing is right here. Now I have also additional things, for example, contract value or billing cadence, start and end dates, and an escalation percentage. So the price steps up each renewal automatically. Then I have the work orders which have been automatically created. What I mean by that is people need to be sent out on the field to execute this visit. I have all the commercials, as I said, the cadence, and then any other things I want. Now, here's the important thing. If you noticed, there is also statuses of the service agreements, which automatically changes and it moves these agreements across various stages. So there's draft, active, renewal due, expired, and this isn't a static PDF, it's a live record moving through a pipeline. The tier links to a maintenance plan in price book. So if I head over to the price book, I have a few categories. One of them is maintenance plans, and now over here there is various things like bronze, silver, gold, platinum. So pricing isn't retype, it's just a reference from the same maintenance agreements you follow for your commercial HVAC. Now the part that run itself. This agreement has a renewal automation which we have built using the FieldCamp's workflow automation. What I mean by that, this at one given point the agreement is going to expire. Now you have two choices. You note that out on a sticky note or Excel, or set a to-do on a calendar, or you do something of it. So what we have done is we have created this renewal automation. 60 days before the term, it emails the customer to renew. Firstly, 30 days out, it nudges the account owner to follow up personally, and that's built so the contract watches its own clock directly. So if you see, there is a agreement renewal office heads up, like the 30-day reminder, where it sends the reminder to the office person or the account owner, whoever is the account owner. And the secondly, there is warranty and compliance. So the 60-day reminder is also sent. And the visit schedule, if it falls out of the agreement's frequency and scope, like quarterly, these sites, these units, then instead of someone retyping it every 3 months, it can just be put on autopilot. The agreement, the size, the equipment, the invoices are one chain, not 4 disconnected apps. Recurring revenue runs without a spreadsheet and without one person in remembering every single one of this stuff. And if they go on a holiday, it's a point of failure. That's the difference between doing one-off calls and owning a book of business. So next video, what we are going to cover is maintenance. When it's a full 6-unit rooftop replacement, you run it as one project. But till then, if you want a system like this set up for your commercial HVAC service agreements, where you are able to create service agreements, track their statuses, then connect them to your maintenance like membership tiers like gold, bronze, silver, and then automatically do something when they are about to expire, then contact us and let's get on touch. Thank you.